encourage people that feel drawn to this. I have been seeing the best in the world. There's very few people that have expertise in all these different areas, and I've spent most of my life's work researching this and finding out the answers so that I can be a resource to people, and I enjoy it. So if I can finish up by giving the answer to the seasons as far as frequency, I will just conclude by saying that if you want to resonate with summer, use C sharp. Late summer, use F sharp. You want to resonate with fall, use G sharp. You want to resonate with winter, use D sharp. And if you want to resonate with spring, use A sharp. And if this interests you, you can get my book. It's, like I said, it's on Amazon. It's a Red Wing. It's at my website. And, and all those musicians out there that find this interesting, too, because it's kind of funny, True. I've got just as many musician people interested in my work in Accutone as I do Chinese medicine practitioners.
Well, yeah, it's important because a good, catchy, uplifting song, you gotta understand the things that make people gravitate to it. So yeah, it's important for all practitioners, and the really good composers, the really good artists, they have a soul connection. I guess is the best way to say it. I've met some of them, and it's very subtle. They're awake to nature in a powerful way, just like an artist can paint a masterpiece on a piece of canvas. It's the same way with the true artist and musician. Real quickly, Dr. Dean, so this you mentioned briefly that's 528 frequency. Is it? You're the expert, really. You've done the research. You've written the book. Is the 528 frequency love frequency, or just what is the closest thing that matches to?
It's interesting that that's picked. Listen, I encourage people that are in other fields to come to me and challenge me. The work that I put together, it was an excruciating effort in one way because I wanted to be so precise in making sure that my math was right and that what I was saying was correlated. And I was just telling this to a friend of mine last week about how, I'd hit my head against the wall and I just couldn't stop wanted to figure this out. And I got to that point to where I could have just given up, but I somehow was able to continue. But what I encourage is they can send me the reason why they think this, and then I'll run it through my filters and process it. But this is what I understand thus far, is that it's right in the middle of the visual spectrum, the visible spectrum. And the only thing that I can gather out of what they're coming up with is that frequency, it goes from the top to the bottom, right in the middle, that love somehow is coming to the heart. But the heart frequency, it doesn't come up to that frequency of the heart, which makes me think that it's falling somewhere close to it, but that it's resonating with other influences. Okay, meaning that the planet has a pulse. It has a vibratory frequency, and it is changing, by the way. And if people have said, well, if we just harness that frequency, we'll heal ourselves. I'm seeing 528 to be what I'm getting from people that have used that frequency. I can only make the assessment that this is in the middle of the visible spectrum, which gives a centered energy, but that's all I can find.
Okay, well, we'll leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. You've heard some great wisdom tonight from my guest, Dr. Dean Lloyd. Check it out, www.accutone.com.